the Republican governor Greg at his desk, where he's expected to sign it into law.
Let me break this down for you in less than 3 minutes. Go to DonaldJTrump.com. Click on Agenda 47, and there you'll find a bunch of videos because he knows his supporters can't read, and they all have wackadoodle names like this. But this is his actual agenda if he were to become the 47th president of the United States. Let me walk you through them. In this policy, he talks about arresting people who are homeless and putting them into internment camps. In this video, he refers to equity as Marxism. He says he will rid the federal government of Marxism. What he means is anybody who advocates for diversity, equity, and inclusion. In other words, anybody who doesn't agree with him. So we have internment camps and a federal government purge of anybody who isn't loyal to his ideologies. In this policy, he goes into further detail of how he will purge the people out of the government. But he doesn't just stop at the government. He stops at prosecutors. The federal government firing prosecutors because he's pissed off about 4 indictments and 91 charges, and he's on a revenge tour. In this one, he talks about taking away college accreditation and establishing a new accreditation process that requires you to embrace patriotic values. He also talks about firing teachers and having a new teacher certification process that requires you to embrace patriotic values. Here he talks about establishing the American Academy. It's a free university that you can attend that teaches traditional Western values and embraces patriotic values. He will fund this academy by suing all the private institutions in America because they teach Marxism and woke ideology. He plans on banning gender identity, as well as stopping gender-affirming care. He further says the federal government will only recognize 2 genders. So let's review. He wants to arrest the houseless population and put them into internment camps, purge the federal government of anybody not loyal to him, purge teachers that teach anything that he don't like, purge universities, sue universities, create a private university that embraces patriotic values, a new teacher certification process that embraces patriotic values, a new college accreditation process that embraces patriotic values, and then he has special policies targeting the LGBTQIA+ community. So you see where this is going, right? Once he warms you up to the idea of putting people in internment camps by focusing on the unhoused and already marginalized and vulnerable population, next it'll be the LGBTQIA population. He'll tell you that they're a danger to our children. Then it'll be drag shows. And then it'll be socialism and communism. Because in Agenda 47, he talks about making the ideas of socialism and communism illegal. So if you don't see where this is going, it's because you are part of the problem. Get the boot out of your mouth. Stop supporting this wackadoodle wannabe dictator fascist and do it quick before we don't have a democracy to defend. Okay,
Yeah, I don't like the idea of putting people in any kind of camps. That's not right. Politics posted this. It says Trump is shouting his authoritarian ambitions from the rooftops. He's a wannabe dictator, and don't for 1 second think it can happen here. Remember, Hitler rose to power after being jailed after a failed coup attempt. Comment says it's got videos so you can actually hear what he has to say. Maybe if you actually listen to the video, you wouldn't be brainwashed by whatever biased propaganda that has been implanted in your head. I'm not a Trump supporter in the sense that he's my top pick, but just listen to what people are actually saying and not some secondhand news source. Yeah, I recommend that too. Go check it out for yourself. Another comment says 45's funeral is the relief America needs. Oh, that's not a good thing to say. Another comment says the scariest part isn't being talked about. He didn't come up with this on his own. These are all of his sponsors and handlers and puppeteers that have put all that stuff together and using him as a figurehead. It's a marketing machine for absolute rule. I think there's some truth to that. And Trump is being used as a tool big time. And I don't know if he knows or if he cares or if he just wants to get what he can out of the situation. But he's definitely being used as a tool. It's a lot of stuff that they've been trying to get done for years, decades. And Trump is their guy that's gonna get it done or has been getting it done. Some of these things, and what he's good at is like he's like a TV personality. He's good at branding, and because that's what he does with the Trump name and puts it on the buildings, and he makes them pay to put his name on their building or whatever. And so it's the branding thing that he's really good at. He's good at selling brands. So you got the people that have stuff that they've been trying to get done, they can't get it done. They go to Trump. He gets it done with his ability to sell brands, to build brands and sell them. That's what he's doing. He's good at that. It's this one. It says, this is quite literally a textbook definition of fascism. I don't like how they keep throwing around that fascism word. Another comment says, you're mad that he makes videos because he can read a prompter without choking on his tongue like you, boy Joe. Your boy Joe. Another one says, I read this guy's exaggerating everything and twisting the words to make these articles look cynical. It's truly amazing what the left is willing to do to corrupt young minds. Another one, Trump's idea of patriotic values is loyal to him personally and solely, not loyalty to the United States. Another one, it says, I went and looked at it and it's terrifying. Everything he does once is unconstitutional. The president swears to uphold the Constitution. How is he and his followers patriots? They don't care about the Constitution or the establishment of this country. Trump wants to dismantle the Constitution and destroy our democracy altogether. How can people not see what he's doing? And I would say that it's not just Trump. I would say that, people want to scream the Constitution when it goes with the stuff that they believe in, but they're willing to throw the Constitution away when it has stuff in there that they don't believe in. It's the same way that they do the Bible. What's up, Pat?
Not much, man. Just kind of been trying to listen in a little bit. And,
the trash and the Trump trash and woke you up and got you to jump on the show, huh? Got you up out of your sleep or whatever. It's like I got to get on here and defend Trump. I'm just messing with you. What do you think? I don't know how long you've been listening. You there? I can't hear you if you're talking. I don't hear you. Comments, it says, sounds like China, North Korea, and Russia idealism. This is not popularity contest. America, if you vote Trump back in, you will no longer have the freedoms that you have now. I guess. I don't know about that. I mean, they always say it's the most important election ever. The United States is not going to exist anymore after this election and all of this extreme shit, which is crap. I just want to see the damn politicians. I just want to see Congress actually get some shit done, that actually works for the American people. Like, that's what I'd like to see. Instead of this stalemate, bipartisan culture war bullshit we got going on.